Living in Minami. You're listening to Yes FM's Living in Minami, a segment of the show where I talk about the nitty-gritty things about living in Minami, like paperwork. It's very boring but very important. Today I will be discussing Japan's culture of stamps. So Japan is one of the few countries that still uses stamps in place of a signature when authorizing documents. In Japanese, these carved stamps are called Hanko or inkan. These can be used interchangeably. Hanko, inkan. You will be required to have a registered inkan when signing a document that signifies a financial exchange. For example, if you're buying a house, buying a car, starting a business. Usually, these places will require you to, instead of signing a signature, stamp with an inkan. The official stamp is called a jitsuin. Jitsuin is a carved stamp of your first or last name or both, and it must be registered through your local government office. The first step to getting an inkan, you can go to a Hanko store and ask for a jitsuin. Then the worker will make your stamp so that it follows the requirements for an official inkan. So there's different sizes and material regulations, so just let the store person deal with that. They'll know what to do. There are cheap ready-made options available at the dollar store, but you will likely only find very basic Japanese last names. And because they are so generic and can be easily replicated, these don't usually count as official stamps. When you are getting your jitsuin registered, make sure to bring your zairyu kado, that's your residence card, or your permanent resident certificate, and your brand new stamp to the same ward office that your address is registered at. Then fill out the inkan form and you just have to pay 50 yen. And then there you go, you get the inkan card. If you ever lose your inkan, make sure to go get a new one and then go to the ward office again with your residence card or special residence certification and the inkan card. This will cost you another 50 yen to replace. The Japanese government has been in the talks of abolishing the country's inkan practice since 2020. And then the COVID-19 pandemic, forced most people to work remotely, and it resulted in the rise of digital signatures. So removing the Hanko culture would require a lot of businesses and government agencies to go paperless. So this has been a very excruciating, slow process. So it looks like the Hanko culture will remain in Japan for a while. So if you plan on living in Japan for a few more years, go ahead and get an inkan. Some places allow foreigners to sign their signature in place of an inkan, but it's not guaranteed. So might as well. Inkans aren't expensive and the paperwork is relatively simple. It only costs 50 yen to register, so I would recommend getting one if you plan on living in Japan for a while. And that concludes today's Living in Minami. Hope that was helpful for you guys. Today we talked about Japan's stamp culture and Japanese vocabulary of the day. Stamp is called Hanko or inkan, and the official stamp is called a jitsuin. For more information, visit our Instagram or YouTube. You can do so by searching the English Guide to Minami with Yes FM. Keep it locked.